Okay guys, it's going to be a quick speed round just to show you your key support resistance levels. I'll show you the highest I think we can go and what to pay attention to know which way we're going. You can access all these live charts on the website pinned first comment description, and if you use my big affiliate link, it's also pinned first comment description as well. Guys, if you like these fast quick videos, if you want to show your support, leave a like and subscribe. So let's get on to this, guys. I'm going to say right off the bat, your current key critical resistance right now is 23,500. If we get above that and hold support, we potentially have some more upside. Otherwise, as long as you're below this point, I'd remain short. I'm going to cover these different charts. If you watched yesterday's video, and this video actually showed you how to get a chart. I gave you all the coordinates. You can get it into the BitGet platform. Remember, my BitGet affiliate link's pinned in the first comment description if you want to create an account. Watch this video. I'll also show you how to do a long and a short. I'll put a link up this video now if you want to check it out. On this chart, I showed you 23,422 was an ideal point to short, and you can see we came down from this point, and we came down to the support down here at 22,813. If you'll take note, I have all of these charts I'm going to go through. There's a lot of confluence. When you see this purple price label, that would be the absolute top before we come crashing down. I still believe this is a bear market rally. I'll show you this with the VIX and the Dow Jones and the DXY. I made a tweet, guys, so if you sign up to the chart, you get access to Twitter and Discord. This was 11 hours ago. It said current key support resistance levels to watch. By the way, DXY is on the rise. So price was coming down, and I said this is your next support level in the G1 chart. And you can see we came down, we found support and pushed up. Your current support right now, you can see that we're holding is 23,284. Your next key resistance above on the G1 chart is 23,829. Keep in mind, guys, another target up here, 24,800. Let's go on to the next one. So this is what I'm talking about. It's possible we're in this pattern. This right here will be your resistance. This would be your support. So if markets push up and the DXY drops, the DXY has had a little downside. So it is possible we could do something like this, and potentially I still believe, since this is a bear market rally, this would be the highest point we go, potentially here before coming down. So if markets get really bullish, remember this is a key support level here at 22,853. So it is very possible we could push up, but I'm just telling you, pay attention. 25,130 to 24,660 I think is potentially the top before we come down, and this is a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. This is the C1 chart, just to give you some closer resistance levels. You can see currently your support is 23,258. Remember, we still have to get above 23,500 before you can get bullish. But again, this is just showing you the potential pattern we're in, and it's around this point that I'll expect us to break down. This is the O1 chart. So you can see current support is 23,153. Another chart. All of these charts are confluence around 25,000 to be the top before the drop. This is the A1 chart. Another chart, guys. This line right up here around 24,391. This is on the 2 hour. This is your current. It looks like it's support right now. So we're at strong support. So if the markets continue up, dollar continues down, we could have some upside if we get above 23,500 hold support. Next support below is around 22,759. Again, so like I said, 23,500. If you get above that and hold support, and get bullish for some more upside. To pay attention to the VIX, guys, so I've shown this chart before. As you'll see, in blue is the S&P 500, and notice this support down here. This is the in white is the VIX, the volatility index for the S&P. We come down and hit support. That was a peak, right? For the right here was, let me copy this. So you can see every time that the VIX finds support, that is a peak. So we found support down here. That was a peak for the S&P. We found support on the volatility index. That was a peak. Found support with the VIX. That was a peak. This right here, so this is a trend line we were expecting. We found support. That ended up being a peak, as you can see. Now we have to watch. I added this red trend line here to the VIX. So if we push up, right, so this was support. So if the VIX comes down and tests support again or goes sideways, this could be potentially bullish for the markets. However, if you see the VIX break above this trend line, so this is resistance, resistance. If this ends up being resistance and comes down, that would be bullish. However, if we push above it, right, so if the VIX does something like this and goes higher, that will be very bearish for the markets. Remember, Bitcoin follows the indices. So if the VIX breaks above this point and pushes up, that means the S&P will potentially come down, and if it goes lower, Bitcoin's going to go lower as well. So pay attention to the VIX. The DXY you can see is coming down. This is your strong resistance right now at 106. If the VIX, the DXY, if the DXY continues down, your next major support is 105. So if the markets are pushing up and dollars going down, that is bullish for Bitcoin, and that means that target I gave you, potentially, let's go to this chart here. That means we could possibly push up to this point, but again, I would short here. Whenever you make contact with this white line, that's where you short. This white line right here is the same line we shorted multiple times. I think 50,000, 49,000, 40,000. I'm not sure exact targets, but every time we hit this line, we get a major rejection. So keep in mind, this is a bearish pattern, right? This is rising wedge. I think that would be the top, and then we come down. The Dow Jones, guys. So if we got a super bullish move with the indices, I do believe that this would be a top. I've shown this chart previously. This would be the highest the Dow would go. Right now we're holding above this ring. That is somewhat bullish. I would like to point out we had about, this was 8 days of sideways action before we came down. So it's still possible. 8 days would be potentially, that would be August 5th before we could potentially have a drop. So if markets just continue to go sideways, it is possible that we could have that drop. But your current key support in the Dow is 32,257. Your current resistance right now is 32,728. And if we did get one major pump, I think we'd get a major rejection on 33,668. The Dow Jones is currently up. So again, if the indices are up, DXY is down, that would be bullish for Bitcoin. Let's see here, guys. So again, if you want to get a chart into Bitget, again, I created a brand new chart. It's called the A1BG chart. Watch that previous video I linked. You can get this chart into the platform, and you can trade it actually within the Bitget platform. And remember, my Bitget affiliate links pinned down in the first comment description. If you want to access these charts, the website is opticrypto.com. For $49 a month, you get access to Bitcoin charts, Discord, and Twitter. Guys, that's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.